It's important for everybody to write a will because it is the only way that an individual can state what they want to happen to the assets that they leave behind and who they want to benefit. So everybody should be writing a will. It's particularly important for parents with young children, so those under 18, because it is the only way legally they can state who they want to look after their children should they die before the 18th birthday. It's easy to assume that mum and dad or anybody else will take on the children and look after them, but that's not, unfortunately, how it actually works in practice. Not necessarily. Yes, they will be considered by social services or the local authorities when they are considering how the children should be raised and who they should be with. So yes, familial ties will always be considered, but there is no guarantee that social services will come to the conclusion that it should be a family member close to the children and who the children probably have good relationships with should be those that are caring for them until the age of 18. The other thing that they will always be considering within the mix is, of course, foster care. It can be as quick as maybe a few weeks, it can be a few months, and in some cases we have known it to take years before they have reached a decision about who should look after children. In the meantime, if it is taking months or even years, they will definitely be in foster care. So they will be with strangers who are looking after them until any decision can be made. And as I say, ultimately, the long-term decision might be that they remain in foster care. Well, when they contact me and are interested in finding out about a will, my job is to tell them what a will means. Their job is to explain to me what they want to achieve. So what do they want to happen should they die? That sort of stuff. I can then give them the options about what is available for them and how they can protect themselves and their family after their death. They then decide how they want to proceed. So what is right for their family? There is no necessarily one answer that fits all. So they decide what is right for their family, and then I can draw up the documentation for them, talk them through that documentation to make sure that it does definitely show what they want it to show, and then I go through the signing and the witnessing of that will so they have a valid document in place. Seek professional advice. I know some people like the idea of doing their own will, writing it at home. In fact, I've even seen somebody who has written their own will on the inside of a Kellogg box. So, but as a general rule, they don't get it right. It's normally not written correctly. It's certainly not signed or witnessed correctly. And therefore, they think they have a valid will and they actually don't. Seek professional advice and get your will written correctly so you know that it is going to be a secure, valid document for you. Anybody who writes a will, there are always storage facilities. We offer our own professional storage facilities if people wish to do that. And what they get is a storage letter. We always tell our clients, once you've received the storage letter, make sure a copy of that letter is given to guardians and to executors. So if anything happens to you, they know exactly where the will is and they know exactly how to get hold of that will. If you choose to self-store, which lots of people do choose to self-store, you need to ensure again that those you've named as guardians, those you've named as executors know exactly where to find that will should anything happen to you. So if you decide to put it under your mattress or in the drawer beside your bed or in a safe that you've got in your wardrobe, you just need to make sure that the people who are going to be having to deal with things after your death know exactly where to find it.